Well, on to this now. E-hailing drivers, taxi associations and Johannesburg officials have clinched a temporary deal to end recent attacks on Uber and Bolt drivers in Soweto. At least 2 people were injured and several cars torched since violence erupted last week. Johannesburg Transport MMC Kunene joins us for more on the story. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for your time tonight. Firstly, following that meeting that you were part of today, what is the sense that you get about what's really happening? It seems that it's been quite difficult to pinpoint where the latest eruption of violence stems from.
Thank you very much for having me. Can I just start by saying, just to clear, the mayor did not run away from the media yesterday after he delivered his speech. The mayor had a allergy that prompted him to rush to the doctor, and that is why even today the mayor was given medication. He drank the medication, but he thought that he was better. That's why today he went to council thinking that he will be able to sit throughout council and respond to the debate. However, he got worse, he got sullen, and that is why council had to be deferred because the chief whips felt that it will be inhumane to subject the mayor to sit there and respond when they could see that he was not okay. So he did not run away.
Is he going to be booked off? Is he going to be booked off, Mr. Kunene? Surely if he's unwell, then he should not be in council.
The mayor is just, he went home just to take his medication. He was not supposed to go to council today, but he felt that he needed to be in council so that he can respond to the debate. However, the medication that he had yesterday hadn't worked effectively. He was supposed to be at home, but he came to council so that council is not postponed. However, his medical condition was not okay, and that is why council made a resolution, not himself. Council made a resolution that they defer council to next week. I just wanted to clarify that one. Let me respond to the...
Sorry,
so
Mr. Kunene.
Run away.
Sorry, Mr. Kunene. Now that you've brought it up, obviously I can't let it go. From yesterday, right, when we look at the immediate reaction of the media briefing that you alongside the other MMCs held, there was no indication of the mayor not being well. In fact, what you alongside the others had said was that the mayor was going to have a media engagement post the budget that had to be discussed around the state of the city address that was delivered. Only this morning did you talk about the fact that the mayor is unwell. Subsequent to that, we then have what has transpired in council. Now, I'm looking now at one of the latest statements that has been made by Al-Jamaa that says, in fact, the mayor is doing well and he is in a good condition. So it's difficult to understand how he can be so unwell to not take questions this afternoon, and tonight, literally in a matter of hours, he's described as doing well and that his condition is fine.
Let me just clarify you. Yesterday, when we addressed the media, we were not aware of the condition that the mayor of the allergy or the condition of the mayor. We only found out later. Remember, after the mayor gave a speech, he left because there was no arrangement from the mayor's office to have a press conference. But there was an arrangement for the parties, for the members of the mayoral committee to respond to the speech of the mayor. We only found out later. And by the way, the mayor is in good condition. It's an allergy. It's not something that he is critical. He is at the ICU. It's an allergy. When you get an allergy, sometimes you get swollen. Sometimes you get a rash or whatever the case may be. And the medication that you take, if it's antibiotics, would then make you drowsy so that it can work. But the mayor is well on good. Al-Jamaa was not lying. That is the truth. Let me respond to the issue of the e-hailing.
So, are you saying that between this afternoon, when he had to leave council, right, between then and now, his condition has improved so much that he is now okay.
I am not with the mayor, but
so then why are you responding to the condition of the mayor now?
I was responding to the fact that the mayor ran away from the media. The mayor did not run away from the media. That's what I was responding to. Then can we now proceed and deal with the e-hailing issue? I was just correcting that narrative that is wrong, that the mayor ran away.
I think on this one, we'll leave it up to the public to make its own mind up, Mr. Kunene, because in your own assertion, the mayor cancelled the interviews before the issue of the illness came up, as you've just said. So let's let the public make up their own minds on that one. But on to
the mayor did not cancel interviews. There was no plan for the mayor to have interviews. He did not cancel them.
I think that was clarified in the media briefing yesterday, Mr. Kunene. There were journalists there who had been scheduled to have interviews with the mayor.
I clarified it. And I said there was no plan for the mayor to address the media. I'm the one who clarified it. And I said we are responding to the mayor's speech as members of the mayoral committee coming from different political parties. I was the one who clarified it. I was the one that organized those MMCs to address the media. I am the one that did that.
Obviously, this has a lot to do with the kind of confidence that you believe residents of the city of Johannesburg have in the mayor. I mean, are you worried about this narrative that, number one, the mayor has been AWOL, number two, that he does not actually want to sit down and take questions, including those that have been raised by Action SA around the very serious allegations that he has to answer to?
I don't want to deal with the personal matters of the mayor. I'm not his spokesperson. I was just clarifying.
Well, you were his spokesperson yesterday.
Rani, no. I'm part of his mayoral committee. And when a narrative is being brought that is wrong, I can respond to that narrative and correct it.
But you can't pick and choose what you want to respond to, Mr. Kunene. Yesterday, it was all good and well to take questions on behalf of the mayor around issues and questions that were directed for the mayor. This is also a matter that requires the mayor himself. And so if you were able to speak yesterday, why not speak today?
But you were wrong. You are wrong. We did not answer questions on behalf of the mayor. We responded as members of the mayoral committee, responding to his speech and giving our own remarks on that particular speech. We are not representing the mayor. We are not answering on behalf of the mayor. And that was very clear at that particular briefing.
All right, Mr. Kunene, just to wrap it up then on this particular issue, is the mayor going to be in the office tomorrow? Is he well enough to be in the office? Does he need his doctor to book him off, given the health issues he's been having over the last 2 days?
I will find out for you, and then I will get back to you.
All right, not a problem. Let's continue then to the matter that you, of course, were part of today, which is around trying to resolve the violence that has broken out between taxi drivers and e-hailing drivers, from what we understand, in parts of Soweto. This meeting was an attempt to broker peace, or at least to have some kind of understanding on the issues. Let's talk about then what some of the key outcomes of this meeting are.
Remember, we had some resolutions that we made last week, Friday, when we met. But I then proposed that we bring all the station commanders of the police stations in Soweto. We bring all the managers of the malls in Soweto, so that we are proactive when it comes to the malls where these particular incidences have not happened. And then the meeting set today to actually express those resolutions and to add on those resolutions. Now, it was a very good meeting, very much vocal meeting, and we then had to meet with the stakeholders that are directly impacted by these issues. And we came up with a resolution that we set up a committee that will then take this matter forward, that will meet on Friday. The e-hailing must go and consult, the taxi associations must go and consult, government must go and consult, and then on Friday we will then meet where we will then find a lasting solution to this problem. But we made a resolution that between today and Friday, all e-hailing operators must drop off their clients or the commuters at the gates of the malls. They must not go inside the malls. They must drop at the gates of the malls. But if they are carrying elderly people and people with disabilities, they can then go inside the mall and drop them at the entrance that they would like to be dropped at. The reason, one of the reasons why we are doing this is because we want to identify the illegal operators that are called mapele, cockroaches in Soweto, who pretend to be e-hailing operators, who poach people at the exits and tell them that they will pay half if they will not use an app, and the people will pay half if they use their cars. We want to be able to identify them because the feeling or the opinion is that they are at the center of some of the problems that are being experienced by the e-hailing operators and also the taxi operators. So we have also agreed that the MMC of Public Safety will deploy JMPD to the malls in Soweto. We have also agreed that all the station commanders in Soweto, they will deploy public order policing officers to the malls who will work with JMPD, so that when security guards, when those that will be deployed by the Taxi Association identify these people, they can then inform the police and JMPD so that they can impound their cars and arrest them.
Has the taxi industry taken responsibility, particularly for the violence that we saw break out? Because from the account of eyewitnesses and even some of those who were victims of the attack at Maponya Mall, they say that it was taxi drivers that were going around attacking people at Newzroom.
From the meeting on Friday, it came out that it was not the taxi industry. The taxi industry has distanced itself from these attacks, and they have indicated that they have coexisted with the e-hailing operators for quite some time now. There has not been any problems, and they have no reason to bring those problems now.
All right.
Even in the meeting today, it came out very, very clear that the e-hailing, the taxi associations are not involved in this particular matter. So,
all right. We'll leave it there for tonight, Mr. Kunene. We're completely out of time for this conversation. Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. Johannesburg Transport MMC, Kenny Kunene, with the latest on a number of issues. But, of course, we're focusing now on this clash between taxi drivers and those of e-hailing service providers.